a lot, Yolanda. Well, finally from us, this is the movie this weekend that obviously,
Minecraft.
I know, that is encouraging a whole lot of kids to be little architects when they grow up. It actually came out on top over the weekend. It earned $100 million more than what was anticipated. So in its first weekend, it earned $157 million. So of course, it came out on top. So lots of people excited about that.
I've heard lots of people saying it's a good movie. You even told me you
Yes.
haven't watched it, but they told you that it's the perfect movie
One
to
of my
watch.
sons watched it and thought it was so funny. You know, you can't go wrong with Jack Black.
And I think that's a
he's
scary
fantastic.
movie. They were showing the scary movie right now when we were talking.
That's all the time. Archaeologists have uncovered a mysterious ancient tomb in Egypt. They say the massive limestone burial chamber could shed light on royalty that ruled the region over 3,600 years ago. The tomb was unearthed in January by researchers with the University of Pennsylvania. It contained multiple rooms and an entryway adorned with hieroglyphic text. Now, the text was damaged by grave robbers, leaving the name unreadable. There were no skeletal remains either, which would have helped identify the owner. Researchers believe the lavish tomb belonged to a king who ruled the region around 1600 BC as part of the Abidas dynasty. That dynasty has been long shrouded in mystery. Limited records remain from that period due to the political fragmentation occurring in the region.
And I bet there's lots of things out there that are still being found, even by archaeologists. It takes some time.
That is really
It's amazing when they find something out like this.
Absolutely.
Indiana Jones now.
Right, real life Indiana Jones. Well, we've got real life nice weather outside. It's beautiful.
Birthday to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mission Impossible.
I
Big
was
news.
just going to say, oh my gosh, that is going to be a big one. Anything with Tom Cruise in it is
and
just
it's
phenomenal.
incredible because he does his own stunts. Like he does not have a stunt double.
Yeah, now this one does continue, so folks are going to want to see Dead Reckoning before they move on to this one because, like she said, it does continue. So we got to try to remember how it left off. But
and then the first trailer about the scheme with the daughter.
Very intriguing.
That was intriguing. That would comes out on May.
Yeah, so we got to check that one
Yeah,
out.
but
Definitely.
Mission Impossible, I know many of you are going to want to watch
that should be another summer blocker. So, animals' DNA has helped it return. Get this, from extinction. Check this out. These 3 young dire wolves were born in October and are being raised at an unknown nature preserve. According to Biosciences, the pups carry the traits of the long-lost giant dogs. Now, the company behind the de-extinction project said it used gene editing to modify the traits of existing animals. The team took DNA from a 13,000-year-old tooth and a 72,000-year-old skull to create healthy dire wolf puppies. You may recognize the dire wolf. It's one of the legendary creatures on HBO's Game of Thrones series. The animal had previously been extinct for more than 12,000 years.
Wow, it's amazing.
Wow.
Dire wolves.
Dire wolves. I don't know. Those are cute
They look
puppies.
so cute, but then the big ones no.
I know.
Stay
if
away
only
from
they
them.
could stay looking like little puppies. Wow. Well, Mickey, Donald, say hello to Tucker. This baby Maasai giraffe is the newest addition to Disney's Animal Kingdom. He's the 3rd calf a giraffe named Mara has had since coming to the park in 2015. Every birth is important because giraffe populations are declining. Maasai giraffes are one of 4 different species of giraffes, and they are all considered vulnerable. Tucker's arrival adds to the genetic diversity and the health of the Maasai giraffe population.
What a beauty.
Look how cute he is.
Super cute.
The only time that they're so little that they're probably the same height as you and I, Yolanda.
Yes, they
but then
are.
give him a few months and forget it.
You're going to be so tall.
Yeah,
Super
exactly.
Cute.
Well, hey, it's absolutely gorgeous outside.
It is. It's gonna Happy birthday to him.
Happy
26.
birthday. So Hugh Jackman is breathing.
Well, you know, at first I thought like, no. But then it's for stress, to help people
relief,
with stress relief. So that is a good thing, you know?
So have a
Especially
little
if you're a
stress
fan.
relief. No one I'd like to relieve stress better with than Hugh Jackman. Absolutely.
Angry Birds.
Oh,
like, okay, they're going to have a new movie, but it's not going to be until 2027. Come on.
What a 2-year tease.
Yeah,
oh
they
my
get
gosh.
us all hyped up, and it's like, okay, we gotta wait. But you know, time goes by flying. By the time you know it, it's already going to be the movie sequel.
Yeah, by the time we know it, they'll fly into theaters. Finally from us, YouTube sensation and child educator Miss Rachel and her husband have welcomed a baby girl to their family. Rachel Accursa announced the news on her Instagram page Tuesday. The post included a photo of Accursa snuggling with Susana. Accursa revealed in the post that she and her husband, Aaron, used a surrogate because she was unable to carry the baby for medical reasons. The couple are already parents to a son, a 7-year-old Thomas. So they've got the boy, they've got the girl.
Aww.
How cute is that?
Congratulations to her. You know, and she's very passionate in YouTube. I don't know if you've seen videos where she's talking or she does what she gets the little kids attraction. She attracts those little kids.
That's awesome. An Omaha nursery is debuting a first-of-its-kind flower. Mulhall's is selling firefly petunias, which give off a soft glow. They told news affiliate WOWT that they are one of the first places in the country to sell it. Scientists developed the plant by using natural bioluminescence found in mushrooms. The flower shop says the flower is completely safe and, like a normal petunia, needs about 6 hours of sunlight a day. The flower shop says the supply is extremely limited and they don't expect the plant to last long.
You know, this is very interesting. Yesterday in the morning, we read the story about scientists creating woofs.
The little wolves,
And now this?
Now a
with
glow
the
in
mushrooms.
the dark, one that emits glow.
I want those flowers now.
I know, you know, we could put these around the home.
Yeah.
Well, in the yard, definitely. You can use them as a night light in your house. These are really neat.
They're called fireflies?
Petunias, exactly.
Yeah, very interesting.
Wow. This next story, a rat has sniffed his way into the Guinness World Record. He has detected more landmines than any other rat. The African giant pooched rat named Ronin has uncovered 109 landmines and 15 other pieces of unexploded devices in Cambodia. An estimated 110 million landmines are still buried in more than 60 countries around the globe. That's according to Popo, a landmine detection nonprofit that trains and uses rats to detect devices. Using positive reinforcement, their rats can search an area the size of a tennis court in just a half an hour. Now, typically, with all that's involved, that would take a normal person with a metal detector a few days to do so.
Those are some huge rats, but they're useful.
Gosh.
You know, look, they're finding those mines that are out there.
It looks like he was on a leash.
Yes, well, I
but
think
he's so big.
That's the line where you could see him, like where they're guiding him through walking.
Yeah, he is pretty big. We wouldn't want to see one of those here. We celebrate our pets every day, but today is a little extra special because, as I just mentioned just a little bit ago during our guest segment, today is National Pet Day. It is observed every year on April the 11th. Now, the day is dedicated to pets who may not be getting the attention and the companionship that they deserve. And of course, we're talking about orphaned pets or those animals at shelters that are needing and looking for a forever home. If you have a pet, this day is also the perfect time to double check their vaccination schedules and records and any medication that they take. Of course, throw out the ones that are expired. You can also give them a little extra love with a treat or maybe even a nice little spa treatment.
And like you said, we have local shelters probably. If you don't have nothing to do for today or over the weekend, you could go out there and help.
Yeah, they're always taking volunteers just to go give them walks, play with them, give them a little bit of social love.
And also there's lots of events, the 5K run and then also the Earth Day event that they're going to have.
That's right. Gateway's having their pet paws recognition tomorrow, so you're right.
There's lots of activities. We already have your schedule planned.
That's right. Thanks a lot.